Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Renuka with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Board of Trustees of PM CARES Fund. Newly nominated trustees including Ratan Tata and Sudha Murthy attend the meeting. Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme on national program on high-efficiency solar PV modules. Defence Ministry signs an MOU with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank to provide last-mile connectivity to pensioners through more than 14,000 branches across India. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar discusses several issues including Ukraine conflict with his Turkish counterpart on the sidelines of UN General Assembly in New York. Directorate of Revenue Intelligence seizes foreign origin gold bars of over 33 crore rupees from Delhi, Mumbai and Patna. Prime Minister to inaugurate National Conference of State Environment Ministers in Gujarat on Friday through video conferencing. In J&K, Tata Court issues production warrant against JKLF Chief Yasin Malik. And in women's cricket, second ODI match between India and England underway at Canterbury. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a meeting of the Board of Trustees of the PM CARES Fund yesterday. A presentation was made on the various initiatives undertaken with the help of the PM CARES Fund, including the PM CARES for Children scheme, which is supporting 4,345 children. Trustees appreciated the role played by the fund at a crucial time for the country. Mr. Modi appreciated the people for contributing wholeheartedly to the PM CARES Fund. It was discussed that PM CARES has a larger vision of effectively responding to emergency and distress situations, not only through relief assistance, but also by taking mitigation measures and capacity building. The Prime Minister welcomed the trustees for becoming an integral part of the PM CARES Fund. The meeting was attended by trustees of the PM CARES Fund, the Home Minister, the Finance Minister, the newly nominated trustees of the PM CARES Fund, former Supreme Court Judge Justice K.T. Thomas, former Deputy Speaker Karya Munda, and Chairman Emeritus of Tata Sons Ratan Tata. The Trust further decided to nominate eminent persons for the constitution of the Advisory Board to PM CARES Fund. They are former Controller and Auditor General of India, Rajiv Mehrishi, former Chairperson of Infosys Foundation, Sudha Murthy, and co-founder of Teach for India and former CEO of Indi Core and the Piramal Foundation, Anand Shah. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the participation of the new trustees and advisors will provide wider perspective on the functioning of the PM CARES Fund. He said their vast experience of public life would impart further vigor in making the fund more responsive to various public needs. The Cabinet today approved the production-linked incentive scheme on National Program on High-Efficiency Solar PV Modules for achieving manufacturing capacity of gigawatt scale in high-efficiency solar PV modules. Briefing Media New Delhi, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said there will be an outlay of 19,500 crore rupees for achieving manufacturing capacity of gigawatt scale. He said the aim is to build an ecosystem for the manufacturing of high-efficiency solar PV modules in the country, which will reduce import dependence in the renewable energy sector. The step will also strengthen the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative and help in the employment generation.
पूर्व अनुमोदित स्कीम में अगर आप देखेंगे तो एक ही ऑक्शन विंडो रखी गई थी और उसमें कंपनियों के चयन में ऐसे मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को प्राथमिकता दी गई थी जो फुल्ली इंटीग्रेटेड सोलर पीवी प्लांट स्थापित करेंगे, यानी कि उसमें पॉलीसिलिकॉन से लेकर वेफर एवं सोलर पीवी सेल्स और मॉड्यूल का निर्माण करेंगे। लेकिन ट्रांच 2 स्कीम में इंटीग्रेशन की मात्रा के आधार पर ऑक्शन की 3 अलग अलग विंडोज रखी गई हैं। पहली फुल्ली इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोजेक्ट यानी कि पॉलीसिलिकॉन से लेकर वेफर, सेल एंड मॉड्यूल्स बनाए जाएंगे और दूसरी वेफर से लेकर सेल्स एंड मॉड्यूल्स बनाने की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी जो होगी और तीसरी विंडो में सेल और मॉड्यूल्स बनाने का प्रावधान रखा गया है।
The scheme will bring direct investment of around 94,000 crore rupees in the solar PV module sector. 1,37,000 crore rupees import substitution is expected for the implementation of the scheme. National Program on High-Efficiency Solar PV Modules will also give boost to research and development.
सोलर पीवी मॉड्यूल्स के उत्पादन के लिए लगभग 94,000 करोड़ रुपए का डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट आने की उम्मीद है, जिससे प्रतिवर्ष 65 गीगावाट सोलर पावर के लिए फुल्ली इंटीग्रेटेड, पार्शियली इंटीग्रेटेड पीवी मॉड्यूल्स के उत्पादन की क्षमता का सृजन किया जाएगा और लगभग 2 लाख लोगों को डायरेक्ट जॉब्स और लगभग 8 लाख लोगों को अप्रत्यक्ष तौर पर जॉब्स मिल सकेंगी।
The Cabinet today also approved modifications in the program for development of semiconductors and display manufacturing ecosystem. Mr. Thakur said there will be 50% incentives for semiconductor fabs across technology nodes as well as for compound semiconductors, packaging and other semiconductor facilities.
The Cabinet today approved the National Logistics Policy. The policy was unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently to bring down logistics costs, ensure seamless movement of goods in the country, and improve efficiency and global positioning. The policy sets target to improve the country's logistics performance index ranking and bring India in the top 25 countries by 2030.
एनएलपी के अंतर्गत ये लक्ष्य रखा गया है कि वर्ष 2030 तक लॉजिस्टिक कॉस्ट में ग्लोबल बेंचमार्क के अनुरूप कमी लाई जाए तथा भारत को वर्ल्ड लॉजिस्टिक परफॉर्मेंस इंडेक्स रैंकिंग में टॉप 25 में लाकर खड़ा किया जाए। 2018 में जब लास्ट रैंकिंग आएगी तो भारत का रैंक 44वें नंबर पर था। जो 3 नेशनल लॉजिस्टिक पॉलिसी के अंतर्गत कवर होती हैं वो एक वेयर हाउसिंग, दूसरा इन्वेंट्री मैनेजमेंट और तीसरा सिस्टम एंड रेगुलेशन। इन तीनों का यहाँ पर ध्यान रखा गया नेशनल लॉजिस्टिक्स पॉलिसी 2022 में।
The Defence Ministry has signed a memorandum of understanding with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank today to onboard them as service centres under the System for Pension Administration Raksha Sparsh initiative across more than 14,000 branches throughout India. The MOU will onboard more than 7,900 branches of Bank of Baroda and 6,300 branches of HDFC Bank as service centres to provide last-mile connectivity to pensioners, especially those who live in remote areas of the country and those who do not have the means or technical wherewithal to log on to Sparsh. Defence Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar said that 17 lakh pensioners out of the total 32 lakh defence pensioners will be added with Sparsh by the end of this month. He said the remaining pensioners will be brought at the earliest. The Defence Secretary highlighted that the average time in pension settlement has come down significantly to about 16 days.
Sellers have expressed immense satisfaction over joining the government e-market platform GEM as it widened the business prospects with transparency and accuracy. Many sellers shared the experience with authorities at GEM Seller Samvad held in Hyderabad today. Sellers like G. Sailaja Kumar, Om Prakash Reddy and Komal Sabu said the business through GEM has expanded the reach and turnover.
I'm working in RDP. It's a IT hardware manufacturing company. We will manufacture like desktops, all-in-one servers, workstation, tablets, all-in-one computers. Basically, the main difference we observe in the GEM is like this is very easy to access because previous to this we are into corporate business where corporate we need to like do the rigorous follow-up to get any order. But when we convert into the GEM, we are not going anywhere. Just we are sitting in our office and we are accessing across Pan India. We build a channel network through 500 plus partners like they are interested to sell our products and we have given authorization to them and they are selling our products on behalf of RDP across Pan India.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met Foreign Minister of Turkey Mevlut Çavuşoğlu on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said there were wide-ranging conversations that covered the Ukraine conflict, food security, G20 processes, global order, NAM and Cyprus. The External Affairs Minister thanked French President Emmanuel Macron for hosting the high-level cross-regional grouping in New York today. He said the discussions focused on the conflict in Ukraine and its implications for the global south. Dr. Jaishankar said the conversations also covered the salience of the G20 in these challenging times.
Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a partial mobilization of 3 lakh reservists with immediate effect to fight in Ukraine. In a rare televised address to the nation, Putin said he will use all available means to protect his people if his country is threatened. He said the move is necessary under the circumstances. Putin also accused the West of engaging in nuclear blackmail against Russia and said the country has lots of weapons to reply. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu claimed that mobilizing the country's reserves will add around 3 lakh civilians to the armed forces and students will be exempted from the exercise. The step which Russia took is the first since World War II. Immediately after Putin's announcement, China urged all parties to engage in dialogue and consultation. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin in a press briefing said that Beijing called on the relevant parties to realize a ceasefire through dialogue and consultation and find a solution that accommodates the legitimate security concerns of all parties as soon as possible.
Western nations have condemned Moscow's plans to hold an urgent referendum in parts of Ukraine that are currently under Russian control. According to media reports, the votes have been called by Russian-backed officials in 4 Ukrainian regions to ask whether they should become a part of Russia. The US, Germany and France have said that they would never recognize the results of such ballots. The US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that the US would never recognize the votes. On the other hand, pro-Russian leaders in the 4 Ukrainian regions have supported the referendum.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Board of Trustees of PM CARES Fund. Newly nominated trustees including Ratan Tata and Sudha Murthy attend the meeting. Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme on national program on high-efficiency solar PV modules. Defence Ministry signs an MOU with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank to provide last-mile connectivity to pensioners through more than 14,000 branches across India. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar discusses several issues, including Ukraine conflict with his Turkish counterpart on the sidelines of UN General Assembly in New York. Directorate of Revenue Intelligence seizes foreign origin gold bars of over 33 crore rupees from Delhi, Mumbai and Patna. Prime Minister to inaugurate National Conference of State Environment Ministers in Gujarat on Friday through video conferencing. In J&K, Tara Court issues production warrant against JKLF chief Yasin Malik. And in women's cricket, second ODI match between India and England underway at Canterbury. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
Northeast Diary program broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Northeast Diary this week, which is the 22nd of September 2022, brings an exclusive interview with Niku Prasad Sa, heading an NGO called Green Squad Team, which is working on the theme Zero Waste Life. Hoping to see you there.
Welcome back to the evening news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the National Conference of State Environment Ministers to be held in Gujarat on Friday through video conferencing. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. Taking forward the spirit of cooperative federalism, the conference has been convened to create further synergy amongst the central and state governments in formulating better policies on various issues. The two-day conference being organized on the 23rd and 24th of September will have 6 thematic sessions. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashvani ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we will bring the story of government schemes which played significant role in upliftment and empowerment of the masses.
Over Over the years, the Government of India has introduced a number of schemes that have not only helped Indian citizens improve their financial situations, but have also contributed to the country's economy. These schemes and measures include National Social Assistance Scheme, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Swachh Bharat Mission, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, PM Kisan Scheme, Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi Scheme, National Livelihood Mission Ajivika and Ayushman Bharat Yojana. National Social Assistance Scheme was launched in 1995 to provide financial assistance to the elderly, widows and people with disabilities in the form of social pensions. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 is an Indian labour law and social security measure that aims to guarantee the right to work. The Union Government is now aiming to use MGNREGA work towards making a self-sustainable village which could generate income to farmers as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched several schemes to accelerate the pace of reform and transform the lives of the people in the country. Swachh Bharat Mission is a country-wide campaign initiated in 2014 to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is a national mission for financial inclusion, particularly to provide access to financial services at affordable rates. It was announced on the eve of Independence Day in 2014 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
भारत की आजादी के बाद गरीब से गरीब की व्यक्ति का देश की आर्थिक मुख्य धारा से जुड़ना ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है। उसने फाइनेंशियल वर्ल्ड में एक नया विश्वास पैदा किया है और एक नई दिशा का संकेत दिया है। देश का गरीब जीरो बैलेंस अकाउंट खोलने के बावजूद भी 14,000 करोड़ रुपया बैंक में जमा करता है। इससे बड़ी गरीबों की अमीरी नहीं हो सकती। अगर इसको एक हम ताकत समझे और ये जो उनके संस्कार हैं, उनकी मनोवैज्ञानिक भूमिका है, जो उनके मन के आदर्श हैं, ये भी राष्ट्र की एक बहुत बड़ी ताकत होते हैं। हमें उसको नर्चर करना चाहिए।
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban Mission, launched on 25th June 2015, intends to provide housing for all in urban areas by the year 2022. Under the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign, Sukanya Samriddhi scheme was launched on 22nd January 2015. The aim of the scheme is to meet the education and marriage expenses of a girl child. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana is designed for providing loans up to 10 lakh rupees to the non-corporate, non-farm, small and micro enterprises. Under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, the government aimed to safeguard the health of women and children by providing them with clean cooking fuel. PM Kisan is a central sector scheme launched on the 24th of February 2019 to supplement financial needs of landholding farmers. Atal Pension Yojana aims at delivering old age income security, particularly to the workers in the unorganized sector. Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi aims to provide affordable working capital loan to street vendors to resume their livelihoods that have been adversely affected due to COVID-19 lockdown. Ayushman Bharat Yojana is a health protection scheme which provides health insurance to the citizens of India. Under this scheme, insurance coverage of up to 5 lakh rupees on a family floater basis is provided to the beneficiaries every year. These steps aim to educate and empower masses economically by providing them with quality education and gainful employment opportunities. Various schemes are being implemented for development of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, minorities and other groups.
Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke saath can be accessed on @AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune into All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke saath.
देश भर में धूम मचाए ज्ञान का ये उपहार, मोबाइल पे आजादी क्वेस्ट आया आजादी का इतिहास। डाउनलोड करे आजादी क्वेस्ट, ये लो जीतो ढेरों इनाम, मौका पाए जुड़ने का रेडियो और डीडी के साथ। सिर्फ खेल नहीं उत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है।
डाउनलोड करें आजादी क्वेस्ट ऐप और पाएं ढेरों इनाम।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today received a copy of the Braille version of Assamese dictionary Hemkosh from Jayanta Barua in New Delhi. Mr. Modi complimented Jayanta Barua and his team for their efforts. Hemkosh was among the earliest Assamese dictionaries dating back to the 19th century. On this occasion, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Port, Shipping and Waterways Minister Sarbanand Sonowal and others were also present. BJP National President JP Nadda today held a meeting with state BJP leaders at party headquarters, Kamalam in Gandhinagar. The party chief discussed the strategy for the coming assembly polls with the BJP leaders today. Addressing the Professors' Summit organized by BJP Education Cell in Ahmedabad, Mr. Nadda said the credit for formulating the news education policy goes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री ने शिक्षा में एक महायज्ञ ला करके 2020 नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आपको दी है और इसके लिए 5 साल की कठोर तपस्या हुई। कंसल्टेशन का प्रोसेस हुआ है। नई एजुकेशन पॉलिसी में 2.5 लाख ग्राम पंचायतों को इन्वॉल्व किया गया और लगभग 12,500 लोकल बॉडीज को इन्वॉल्व किया गया, जहां से सारे शिक्षकों को, सभी लोगों को इन्वॉल्व करके एजुकेशन पॉलिसी बनाई गई है।
Mr. Nadda said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has allocated around 2,700 crore rupees to bring Nalanda University back to its glory. Earlier, Mr. Nadda also attended the concluding session of the BJP Mayors Conference in Gandhinagar.
The BJP today hit out at the Congress over its Bharat Joro Yatra, saying it should be named Corruption Joro Yatra. Briefing meet in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Tom Vadakan said that this yatra has reached Kerala starting from Kanyakumari, and the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will have to answer various questions related to alleged scams like solar and bar scams in the state. Mr. Vadakan said that Congress is opposing the excise policy of the Delhi government, but the party is following the same policy in Kerala.
2G स्कैम से हटकर पार्टनरशिप वहां का अभी एक्साइज पॉलिसी पर ध्यान देंगे कि दिल्ली में भी एक्साइज पॉलिसी पर एक कनेक्टिविटी है। केरल का जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी का कॉपी पेस्ट है दिल्ली में, कौन किसको क्या सिखाया प्रशिक्षित है इस पर। क्या आम आदमी पार्टी ने केरल से ये कॉपी पेस्ट दिया या कंसल्टेशन सर्विसेज अवेलेबल है? तो जब भी तो मैं कह रहा हूं ये यात्रा जो है करप्शन जोड़ो है, करप्ट एलिमेंट्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री उनको जोड़ो।
Director General Central Reserve Police Force Kuldeep Singh has said that the Bura Pahar, which has been a stronghold of Maoists in Jharkhand for 3 decades, has now been freed successfully from them. Addressing media in New Delhi on successes achieved by the security forces against left-wing extremism, Mr. Singh said that now a permanent camp of security forces has been established there. Mr. Singh informed that after April 2022, 3 operations were carried out, namely Operation Octopus, Operation Double Bull and Operation Thunderstorm, which is ongoing to establish the camps of security forces at Bura Pahar.
The Directorate of Revenue Intelligence has seized foreign origin gold bars of the approximate value of 33 crore 40 lakh rupees from Delhi, Mumbai and Patna. According to a statement issued by the Finance Ministry, 394 pieces of gold bars weighing around 65 kilograms were being smuggled from the neighbouring northeastern countries. The ministry further informed that a syndicate was planning to smuggle them from Mizoram through a domestic courier consignment of supply chain and logistic company. The Enforcement Directorate ED carried out search operations under the provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act PMLA in Arunachal Pradesh in respect to an investigation relating to the Trans-Arunachal Highway project. It has frozen bank accounts, recurring deposits and fixed deposits having a balance of 3.95 crore rupees. The agency initiated a money laundering investigation based on an FIR registered by Special Investigation Cell Vigilance, Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, under various sections of the Indian Penal Code and Prevention of Corruption Act.
The NIA has arrested today the 11th accused and absconding killer from Mumbai in the Umesh Kolhe killing case of Amravati. The accused has been identified as Shaim Ahmed and was wanted for his active role in the conspiracy. The NIA has declared a 2 lakh rupees cash reward for any information leading to his arrest. The NIA said further investigations in the case are in progress. In Jammu and Kashmir, a TADA court in Jammu today issued a production warrant against Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front JKLF chief Mohammad Yasin Malik, directing the Tihar jail authorities to produce him physically before it on the next date of hearing in the Rubia Saeed abduction case. The next date of hearing is scheduled on the 20th of October. Malik had requested the court to allow him to appear physically to cross-examine witnesses in the case.
In our bilingual live phone-in program on mental health and Alzheimer's disease under Swasth Bharat series, Dr. Rajendra K. Dhamija, Director, Institute of Human Behavior and Allied Sciences, will be with us today to answer the queries related to mental health and other related diseases. Listeners can ask questions to the expert from 9:30 p.m. on telephone number 011 23421 764. You can also post your queries on Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. Popular comedian Raju Srivastava passed away in New Delhi today. He was 58 and took his last breath at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS. He was admitted to AIIMS last month after experiencing chest pain. President Draupadi Murmu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah and Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur have expressed grief at the demise of Raju Srivastava. They also expressed condolences to the family and fans. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has also offered condolence for the death of famous comedian Raju Srivastava, who was also chairman of Uttar Pradesh Film Vikas Parishad. Comedy lovers and particularly people of the Kanpur city, where Raju Srivastava was born, plunged into grief after receiving the news of his demise. Born in the Kidwai Nagar area of Kanpur city, stand-up comedian Raju had entered politics in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections when he was offered a ticket by the Samajwadi Party from the Kanpur constituency. But just a few days before the elections, he returned the ticket. Later, he joined the BJP. Many functionaries of the Bharatiya Janata Party have expressed sorrow on his death.
International Cricket Council to release rankings for batters in the men's T20 International. India's Surya Kumar Yadav continued to rise in the ICC rankings as the Indian batter surpassed Pakistan captain Babar Azam. Surya Kumar is now number 3 on the batting charts with 780 points, 9 more than Babar, who had led the rankings until earlier this year. In women's cricket, India were 284 for 5 in 47.3 overs against England in the second one-day international being played at St. Lawrence Ground, Canterbury, when reports last came in. Earlier, England women won the toss and elected to bowl. The Sensex and the Nifty today fell around 0.5%. A report from the business desk.
The Sensex lost 263 points, closed at 59,457. The Nifty slipped 98 points to end at 17,718. In the forex market, the rupee weakened 22 paisa against the US dollar. The domestic currency closed at 79 rupees and 98 paisa against the American unit. At the multi-commodity exchange, gold futures for October was trading at 49,490 rupees per 10 grams. Silver futures for December was trading at 57,390 rupees per kilogram when reports last came in, and Brent crude prices jumped more than 1.5%. In intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $92.35 per barrel. Anubha Rohatgi for AIR News.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. National capital Delhi is expected to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Mumbai will also have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. Kolkata will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Srinagar is expected to have mainly clear sky. Jammu and Muzaffarabad will have mainly clear sky. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meeting of Board of Trustees of PM Cares Fund. Newly nominated trustees including Ratan Tata and Sudha Murthy attend the meeting. Cabinet approves production-linked incentive scheme on national program on high-efficiency solar PV modules. Defence Ministry signs an MOU with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank to provide last-mile connectivity to pensioners through more than 14,000 branches across India. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar discusses several issues, including Ukraine conflict, with his Turkish counterpart on the sidelines of UN General Assembly in New York. Directorate of Revenue Intelligence seizes foreign origin gold bars of over 33 crore rupees from Delhi, Mumbai and Patna. Prime Minister to inaugurate National Conference of State Environment Ministers in Gujarat on Friday through video conferencing. In J&K, Tata Court issues production warrant against JKLF chief Yasin Malik. And in women's cricket, second ODI match between India and England underway at Canterbury. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.